Hey guys, what's going on and welcome to a brand new video. This is your preview for the Oxford vs Leeds United game, and as always, normally we start off with our previous 6 meetings against the club we're versing, but we've only played them 4 times, so there's only 4 games to talk about. So the last 4 games, well, the only 4 games we played against them, because it always has the last 6 games, but this only has the last 4, so I'm guessing we've only played them 4 times in ever. I'm guessing that's why. But yeah, we've played them, of course, this season where we beat them 4-0. We beat Oxford 4-0, of course. I'm at Elland Road. Before then, we actually versed them in 2 friendlies, it was, which was in 2018, which we lost 4-3, and then 2017, which we won 2-0. And then we had to go all the way back to 2012, where we actually played them in the League Cup, where we were able to beat them 3-0. So yeah, we have not played them much. We have not played them much. We are, of course, top of the league on 88 points with 25 wins, 13 draws, and 4 losses, while they are all the way down in 17th place on 12 wins, 12 draws, and 18 losses. Now, going into this game, of course, we're going to look at the form table of both teams and see which teams have the better form. Of course, we will be favourites going into this game. And as I can see, we have the better form, as in we've made more points off the last 6 games than they have. So in the last 6 games, we have us, who of course we are undefeated in our last 6 games with 3 wins and 3 draws. So the draws, of course, came against QPR, Swansea, and Luton. The wins came against Millwall, Middlesbrough, and Preston, as we all know. But Oxford's what we want to talk about. Oxford's results in their last 6. They actually lost 2-1 to Hull City, while Hull City had a red card in that game. They then were able to beat Watford 1-0, while Watford had a red card. They then lost 2-1 to Middlesbrough. You know, not a bad performance away from home, losing 2-1 to Middlesbrough. They were then able to beat Sheffield United. They did beat Sheffield United 1-0. A 1-0 win to Oxford against Sheffield United. And that's why, and that was at home for Oxford, so that's why I'm not 100% confident that we will win this game. But then right after that, they did lose to QPR 3-1. But in their most recent game, they beat Sheffield Wednesday 1-0. So their form goes loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, which if we're looking at that, we should beat them. If you're looking at that trajectory of how it's going, we're loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, we should beat them. Yeah. And we can look at what their weaknesses are and what we have to go after, basically, or what it says we have to go after with their weaknesses. Their weaknesses are keeping possession of the ball, protecting a lead, defending against long shots, defending against set pieces, and then they are very weak at defending against through ball attacks, which I think that's what we use a lot. We use a lot of like through ball attacks. Hey, maybe that's how Piroe gets a goal, because Piroe has not scored in, what is that, 8 games? 7 games? It's like 1 in 8, I think, right now. I think it's 1 in 8. And yeah, going off this, through balls is what they're very weak at defending, which tells me, hey, maybe we can get a through ball into Piroe and he can maybe get a goal. And what they're very strong at is creating long shot opportunities and coming back from losing positions. So they're strong at coming back from losing positions, but they are very strong at creating long shot opportunities. Yeah, so going into this game, I mean, I think we will win this game, obviously. I think we will have most of the possession of the ball. I mean, you could tell. You pretty much could tell we're going to have most of the possession of the ball going into this game. And if we win this game, we'll be very close for me. We could, on the Easter weekend, we could confirm promotion back to the Premier League. I think we're going to do it, but I also have that little thing in the back of my head of going, hey, it was only 2 games ago that we were the team in 3rd, being like, oh no, it's playoffs now. And then all of a sudden, 2 games later, we're all the way up in 1st. So it can turn very quickly. So it is not over yet. But I am very confident based off how we played in the last 2 games against Middlesbrough and Preston, and based off Sheffield United and how bad their form's been. But the lineup that I would go with in this game, and I think we will go with, I think we're going to go with Darlow in goal, of course, and that's not going to change. Darlow will play in goal. You're going to have Bogle at right back. You're going to have the centre-back pairing, the best centre-back pairing at Leeds United, in my opinion. Again, nothing against Strauch, but it's Ampadu and Rodon at the back. You're going to have Philpott left back. You're then going to have those midfield 2 of Tanaka and Gruev. You're then going to have the 3 in front of them, which I think is going to be, because Dan James isn't going to be available for this game. I mean, this is before the press conference, so I'm not quite sure, but it's very unlikely that he'll be ready for this game. And even if he is, he probably won't start in this game, even if he is ready. Like, it will be one of those things about, he might make the bench. So Gnonto will be on the right. You're going to have Solomon on the left. You're going to have Aronson in the middle. And you're going to have Joel Piroe up top. I think that's the lineup we're going to go with. So the exact same lineup that we had against Preston, basically. It'll be nice to see Dan James back on the bench, hopefully. I mean, that'll be a very nice thing to see Dan James back on the bench. You know, one of those players that we kind of need at the end of the season, because he's been our player of the season for me. He's been definitely our player of the season, how good he's been all season, and it'll be nice to have him back in the team for the run-in. Of course, we have 4 games left in the season, and the next 2 games are going to be massive, and as I said, it could be over. We could confirm promotion in the next 2 games. Let me know in the comment section down below what your score predictions are for this game, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.